Hello, welcome back to the XDF records for September as we head very close to XDWC. We are going to take a look at the September records. It's been a fantastic month and we've got some great updates to go through, but first, who set records? We have 37 from Riffo, 25 from Goblin and 20 from Shinx. Following that up, we have 2 Floopy, Gibbs, Source, Amino, Amnesia, Ninya, JH, Padviz, Kyle, Woe, Happy, 5e, Ale, A, and Mixinic. 184 total records this month. Very, very nice. Over to the stats page, we have Riffo on top, still in Hardcore Parkour. 2 makes a move, overtaking Amino, who's been hard at work on the map 0 warm-up map for XDWC, which I got to play yesterday. It is absolutely brilliant. You're going to love it. 5 places moved up for Floopy, absolutely smashing it, getting up to that 100 maps that gives you all your points. JH moves up 1 place, Akimoli, Jaska moving down 2, Juhu and WHT moving down 1, and then everybody else staying in the same position. On the relaxed running side of things, we still have Goblin on top. The movement comes down when we get Mac, who's managed to gain a place without playing. Mui has played a little bit and gained a place, and Dizzy has gained a place. Cool moving down 3 places, so that probably means that Source or Goblin beat a couple of top Cool records. No more movements till Zad and Gibbs swap places, and it's been pretty stable on the relaxed running side of things this month, as we've run out of new maps. Overall, we had 184 records, we've got 130 videos on 114 unique maps and 18 wonderful unique players. Now, one more thing to note before we go into the video records. We have a list of maps that have no videos put to them. So, I'm going to turn that off and drop this in. And yeah, we have got a big long list of maps. So if you play one of these maps, it will guaranteed get you a video if you get the world record on it. These are maps with a world record but no video. So please go play them, beat the world record, and guaranteed you'll get it. You can't read it? Looks fine on my screen. What does this look like on... Oh yeah, font size is over 9,000 to help you read it. But 5e Hydrogen, Biotrix Grass, Biotrix Lineless, Boris Torture 3, Boris Torture 4, Clean Cut Slick Grid, DM Tower, DRM Induslick, EXT Cool 12, GNJ Blue, HM, Cool Bricks 1, Cool Doju, Cool Wood Tory, that one really needs a record, Cool XDF 01, Kota Race 7, Lick Ice, Lil Nina 1, Mr. Zakra 27, Neutron, Nib Basement, Packer Beyond This Isn't Fun, I'm pretty sure, Pornstar CPM Run 2, Pornstar Lambda, Pornstar Sloppin Slick Noob, Pornstar Vanistar 2, Proton, R7 Vals, R7 Emerald, Run Don't Stop. That one's going to be difficult because the runs have to be under 40 minutes, otherwise they won't render. RV3SF IDF1, SDC 5001, Slorp Slick, VP Cubism, Wolveno, Wubjundo, and Z Double Smile 1 Rocks. If you can get a record on one of those, that would be absolutely lovely. Yeah, the other thing for housekeeping is records are now automatically recorded and uploaded as soon as the round finishes where the world record is set. So hopefully we're getting more record videos updated more quickly so people can see what's going on. And that should be good. It should mean that more people are able to get their world records. And it's going to be difficult for me to keep up, but we'll give it a go. And finally, in news, we obviously have XDWC coming up, but also we do need to say thank you very much to Morrow for running the servers. And if you can donate to XDWC or to the regular servers, please head over, ask us in game or on the Discord. And yeah, that list of maps are going to be put on the Discord as well, so people can see it. If they are unbeatable with new records and you can prove it, we can wipe the records to make it so that the videos can happen. So yeah, if you find one of those maps, let us know that it's unbeatable with new weapons. Prove it. Otherwise, we'll just tell you to get good. And yeah. So without further ado, let's hop into the records, where we have some nice fancy HUD stuff for some of these records. Quite a lot of these I think it's about half and half. Half records recorded before and then half records recorded after. So XDWC coming up, I thought I'd put an XDWC record up on top. Goblin went and beat the second half of XDWC 4, 2024-4, JH's map. And yes, we now have a bunch of stuff updated on the HUD. Everything broke for us to do this, but yeah, pretty cool. Nice record. And the end screen is xdf.gg rather than taikisma.info. This map, I mentioned it last month, I'd been playing Clobster. It's a good map, and here is Riffo's speedy run on it. It's an absolute banger of a map. I'm definitely going to put some time into it now Momentum Mod's out in Momentum Mod, because I put some good time. I'm happy with my time in this. I got a good time. There's a couple of bits I want to see. Okay, yeah, Riffo does the same thing. You just... like, is there a setup for getting that consistently not losing all your speed on the up? Very nice. 5,300 through there's mad. This bit is good timing on the rockets. Yeah, that just works out. That bit's kind of difficult to convert your speed back into horizontal sometimes, depending on the timing of your rocket spacing. Nicely done there. Difficult corner. Like sort of section through here. It all gets slower and slower. And then you're going just fast enough to need the wall to help you get up. You can't really just use the rockets. Is that meant? That's not meant to be white, is it? Something's gone wrong there. Oh well. And then there is a chance that you wall bug while finishing here, which is lovely. Fantastic run though. Fantastic run, fantastic map. Really do enjoy it. I think I said last month, I enjoying longer maps. Just enjoying that kind of thing. At least a minute. I burned out playing like 12-second maps and able to be perfect on them, or as good as I want within like 2 or 3 runs, and then just going, I'm bored now. So, pretty nice. There's going to be a mix of the old and the new as well, with records, depending on when they were recorded, before everything broke or after everything broke and we fixed it. So, super cool. Super cool to have the new HUD for XDWC as well, with all the features. So that'll be the one that I'll be using for the records as well now that I've got it. And I meant to get it last year. Bunch of things that I just completely forgot to do last year. Getting the HUD was one of them. Like, I was very much intending to grab this HUD and use it last year. But hey, I've got it now. And it's updated. So that'll be pretty good. These, I think, are the new maps. Oh, the other thing with the records being uploaded straight away, we will pretty much always have every record from a month is going to be in that month. Mixonix's known. Known in Quake 3 at least, I'm pretty sure. I see them quite often on the Quake 3 leaderboards. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Very nice. Already has learned about ramp bugs. very nice. Very, very nice. My OBS setup is perfectly fine. The setup didn't break. Oh yeah, it's super nice stack. This map looks good. Absolutely mad. That's going to look something else. Oh yeah, I've been porting maps to Xonotic if they're broken. So that we get some better quality in Xonotic, rather than having weird half-broken maps that only sort of work or aren't as good as they could be. So this one has been expanded with so it's bigger than the box you can put a map in normally, but that's perfectly fine apparently. The problem is the conversion between entities doesn't work, so the start box and the finish box don't work when it's ported to Xonotic by the normal method of just dropping the folder in. So I had to go through and change all of the entities. That was pretty cool. Also fixed a couple of slicks. So yeah, I'm going to try and do some more of those. Fixing up the maps we've got first, because we don't have any space. Well, now we've got the RR2 servers, so we do have space for more maps. That's a nice run. Super clean. Plenty of new RR maps this month as well. Which is nice, now we've got button presses and ammo, if ammo's enabled. Very cleanly and nicely done. Gonna need to make a couple of XDWC videos after this stream as well. Just positioning my timing on what I've got. Oh, I remember this map. Oh yeah, this actually annoyed me that the recordings weren't working, because I wanted to see how the fuck this... yeah. Oh, that's how you do it. Yeah, so if you don't shoot that, then the rocket launcher gets taken away from you. But if you do shoot that, you get the rocket launcher and then you can come through here. That's how you do it. And all I got when I asked Riffo how you do it was magic. Yeah, it makes the rest of it a lot easier, and how long you keep the rocket launcher the whole way. So that explains the sheer difference. I knew there was something up, because there was I was like, not close, but I was within a certain time, and then I went through that section and I was like losing seconds and seconds and seconds. I was like, yeah. And then there's rocket launcher marks on the wall. A lot of rocket launcher maps. It's good to see, it's good to see. I've been playing rocket launcher in Quake 3 and I've realised, like, because of the way snaps work, when you hit like 3,000, 3,500 units, it is impossible to strafe in Quake 3 because of how snaps are. It's like nearly impossible to get any sort of strafe in. So it's completely different to Xonotic, where unless it's something like that with haste, you can often get a bit of a strafe in certain places. And if the rockets get taken away from you at any point, you can like take that speed and keep strafing, if it's a straight line, obviously. But it was, yeah, difficult to just think, yeah, don't strafe, just don't bother, just aim. Take the tightest. Now it's just racing lines rather than anything else. Very nice. Very nice. What the fuck, dude? You have to do that, and then I assume that half of the time you just fall in a hole after you do that whole pre-run. Half the time, the number of bits that you just between platforms. This map's cool. This is actually the original. So this one is not the proper version of this map. This is because Xonotic by default doesn't have strength enabled. So this one I have remade the map with strength enabled. So this map is harder than the strength enabled version. As you saw, you need to do a rocket stack to get all the way up. But then it's pretty nice towards the end. And then, unfortunately, the water in Xonotic is much more grabby than in Quake 3. So you have to swim through there at the end. But if you're playing with this, and you've got the... This is... Yeah. God, that gets blown absolutely way out. So this has been compiled with Xonotic settings. Makes it a bit different. And no water at the end, so you go straight through. Because that water, even at that speed, would still grab you. But a pretty cool map. Pretty cool map. Yeah, these videos I've found out are recorded at r_ambient 40. Which is absolutely mad. Guarantees that you won't find a dark video, but for any Xonotic specific map, that's... Whew. This is madness. Really nicely done. And you can see what buttons are being pressed, and you can see the Vangle being held. Super nice for learning. Was he meant to hit his head there? I guess so. Yeah, gained a second, so surely has to have meant to. Rocket's faster than BFG. That'd surprise me. Okay, no, Rocket's not faster than BFG, fair enough. Live world record of Goo 3 Pre, rather. Which we will be seeing in this. These Jan maps are... like, they're really different to each other. They're big strafe pads. Or rocket spat, like, mad weapon spam map. Oh no. Who submitted a map with a massive missing texture? Because missing textures can probably be fixed. If the original has missing textures, then yeah, that's just weird. But missing textures can usually be fixed. That is an insane skybox. I hadn't played this map yet. How can you predict? Play it offline. Actually open the map in Xonotic. Check. Oh, right, offline, yeah. So you need to install the... You need to go into your DL cache and grab the Q3 compat data. It'll be any of the base Q3 textures. Drag that up to your online so that the game can pick up the textures. It's in the offline map tutorial. Now, updated it. Use the text one. That I might remove that video and hide it, to be honest, because that video is terrible. This map, I played this map this morning. This is a pretty good map. Like, you've got to figure it out and get your spacing correct for the end. That's the hardest part. That little wiggle at the end, really nice. But getting the spacing at the end, you just come in the wrong way. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, I actually played it like that. That's how it goes. And this is just the regular maps now. I know that because all of the new maps from last month had the new HUD, and all of the yeah. So this has to be the start of the old maps, where the old HUD drops in. It's a pretty nice HUD, to be fair, but I think we made there's some subtle changes. So for example, if you look all the way over, can my mouse be seen? All the way over here. The new HUD doesn't have these numbers, because why do we need those numbers? So those numbers are hidden. There's some, like, I think nice details on the new HUD. The addition of the M1, M2, yeah. So M1, M2 I've wanted for a little while because of XDWC last year with the rocket, with the grenades. There's a lot more grenade stuff going on as well with the second rocket. The BFG pulls, absolutely. Trying to explain BFG pulls to people. But like, there's a couple of things that I was making that HUD, fixing it up from what had broken, with the knowledge that I was going to use it for XDWC, and knowing that there are some grenades. Kind of just going, yeah, I'm going to need this. And the ammo's really good, like for certain maps with limited ammo. Because that's starting to come across, actually having the limited ammo on certain maps. Like, sure, the reason it's down in the bottom corner is because you can look once, see the ammo, and then count the number of shots. And because on a map like this, it doesn't matter. It's going to say infinite. Obviously, Vangle and strafe percentage, just nice to have. It should have limited ammo if it has limited ammo in the original. Basically, that's it. There can be arguments, like I completely agree that Pornstar slopping, Super slopping, that one should have unlimited ammo, because otherwise it's just a bit of a shitter. Like, that makes it a better map. But how do you know what maps to add then, if you never play the... Yeah, and it can be completed. If it can't be completed, but unlimited ammo kind of ruins it, I don't mind it too much if the limited ammo... So if the limited ammo is 200, that's the default max amount of ammo. Giving -1 ammo is usually not done in Quake 3, so if you get 200 rockets, that's unlimited, fuck it. Or if it doesn't really matter. But I would rather go in and fix those, because I can easily just give the entity for Xonotic. Yeah, you really should be checking your maps properly. This is why super slopping didn't work. But there are maps that just get broken. The reason we have unlimited ammo by default is because the old ammo system couldn't figure out how much ammo you needed. So in Quake, you got given 5 rockets. In Xonotic, you would get given 5 ammo. Oh, insane run here. Absolutely insane run. The precision to be landing on the bottom pixels of these, and then the double jump up here. Super nice. Then this end is really difficult to get speed. Get into that slick as fast as possible with the wall slick, and then bring it round without hitting any of the little bits up in the air. Beautiful, beautiful run. Yeah, that's the reason we've got unlimited ammo by default, is because it used to be that the maps couldn't do it. Now maps can convert. So if you get 5 rockets, it won't give you 5 ammo, it'll give you 5 times 4, I guess. Rockets are 4, I think. G underscore use ammunition 0. Wait, no, the other way around. That's what it's on at the minute in the config. G underscore use ammunition 0. You need G underscore use ammunition 1. Yeah, it is in the text tutorial. The video one, yeah. The problem with the video one is that it's had so many updates. VP100 haste. The map finally breaks the record of the regular. The ammunition one is in the video. I never actually ported that one. I should probably go and port that map, because it's a really fun map. The one that I used for the video. I never finished the thing because I couldn't quite get there were a couple of things I couldn't quite get to work, but I now know I could get them to work by mapping. Because at the time I made that video, I didn't know how to map. So I now know that I could edit a couple of things by mapping and fix them up if needed, if they aren't actually fixed by Xonotic updates. Offline link to the tutorial. There it is. It's pinned somewhere on the Discord, but I think it's been buried a little bit behind other guides that have come since. Oh yeah, no, I don't expect people to actually like go to the Xonotic forum and find it. It's just the best place to store it. Like, if I put it on my own website, no one's going to my own website to find that. If I put it on Reddit, no one's going to find it after the first like 2 minutes, you know. The only reason I put stuff on the Xonotic forum is just to use it as the forum and like to have it there, and then I can share that link. That's about it. And then if somebody is looking for that exact information in the future, it's at least in a place that's sensible in it. There's no point in me having mxcrub.xdf.gg. Yes, it's under commands for weapons. I probably could do a better job. Of making that look a bit better. It's not in mandatory commands, so that the mandatory commands is to make the whole thing work at all. If you exec the rule set, and then especially if you get the base DeFrag config, but yeah, it probably does need a rewrite. I will take a look into rewriting. Ooh, not quite onto the down ramp there. That's nice. That's very nicely done. Yeah, it's a lot better than nothing. So the funny thing with use ammunition, all it does is give, when you start a round or like respawn, it gives you the entity unlimited weapon ammo or unlimited ammo. In the reason it doesn't really matter in Xonotic is because with Xonotic that's a thing, and then if you go through a trigger, then the standard to give you items is to give you the item and only the things that are listed. So it will just be, here's what you're getting. You are getting the things that are listed, and you would list a rocket launcher and 30 ammo, and that's it. Yeah, I'll tidy that up and put it into its own bit about ammo, and make sure it's all there. Effectively, it doesn't matter. Like, I'd rather have unlimited ammo on strafe maps, you know. But yeah, just if the map has unlimited ammo, it doesn't really matter if it's semi-unlimited. Like, there's some maps where it's unlimited ammo if you're fast. I think one of the FPS Cup maps had this. Once I got the hang of it, I had unlimited rockets. I could use them wherever I wanted. But before I got the hang of it, I had 10 rockets or something. And I had to make sure that I saved enough of them for certain sections. You know, making sure that I had one left to make sure I made the end gap, sort of thing. So that's that sort of thing. You might just make it easier, but that map would probably need limited ammo for everything else. But it's just trying to get good quality maps, really. That's what it's about.
I can't take it anymore. My mind's about to go to war.
Oh yeah, 2 went absolutely ham on these.
From myself to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on
I think
voices that
because he played the original so much when it was first out, it means that he didn't really have to learn. Like, there were a lot of sections where he could very easily figure it out.
holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano.
So that's definitely something.
Another day to lose.
It is big splits time though.
There's a fire in my
Like, this whole run
psyche
is as long as full game runs. This map, it's absolutely incredible, and not even short full game speed runs. You know, like I'd say a short full game speed run is like a 10 to 15 minute, but this one is 20 minutes. That's proper. You know, a standard one probably an hour for a full game speed run. Or sort of like world records 45 minutes, most people are coming in around an hour. But hey, Quake 1, I just finished it. in 24 minutes. Single segment, 24 minutes. So this is only just a bit shorter than the first run. I could definitely get a sub 20 in Quake 1. But my goal now is Doom. I want to get to a point where I am how I am in Quake at Doom, because I jumped into the Quake from memory, and I could just play it. I could just like grab that map pack and hit it up and play it. And Doom's going to take me harder because you play on ultraviolence rather than easy. Could I have picked up Quake from memory Nightmare mode? Absolutely the hell not. Am I like going for world records in Quake? Absolutely not as well, but I can get through it. I can survive it. I could definitely do a real-time run, even if I couldn't do a single segment run, and I could definitely do individual levels. So that's kind of where I want to go. I want to go to being able to smash out individual levels is probably going to be the first thing with Doom. Playing individual levels, and then eventually, because Doom only has single segments. Yeah, there's a few bonks in this run. I have taken a look at this run. I can't remember quite what I saw, but I was trying to work out in certain sections what the difference between haste and regular is. And I think, honestly, the insane grinding that was done on this map by 2 and Plaza in the regular has made it effectively the same route as the haste map. Now, there's definitely things that can be improved and routes that can be taken in haste that can't be taken in regular, but it'd be interesting to see if anyone wants to push for them. I might have a look at it, but yeah. It's a hell of a run. It's a hell of a run. Beautiful timing on the landings, timing up with the music a little bit nicely. Yeah, I saw that while I was looking at this, comparing the two. They both do that at about the same speed, the haste and the non-haste version. Both go through that tight section, just going flying about 2,300 odd. It's incredible. Unlucky bonk. Unlucky bonk. I mean, hey, I'm talking about Quake and stuff. There's a lot of we knew about this, but we couldn't get it done in a run. Safe lines in those. And there's a lot of mistakes made and in sort of early years and stuff like that. And buggering off to go get some health because you messed up. You fail a rocket jump, you're going to have to go around and get some health. And that's kind of the same thing we're going to see here. 20-minute run to get a really clean 20-minute run with just standard tricks. I mean, that's the sort of thing that takes Quake and Doom and that sort of thing. It took them a couple of years for anyone to push those sort of runs. And then you add in a couple of tricks, and to get a clean run with the tricks, it takes a little bit longer and takes a little bit longer. And you get a clean run and you think that's incredible, and then you've got to get a clean run with harder and harder tricks. Yeah, the 1% of the 1%. We only look at world records here, but do not worry if you're not able to get world records. Most people will never set a world record. It's just about beating yourself. And that's it. Having fun and improving. It's kind of just how it goes.
Spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
As I've said before though, if you're particularly proud of a run, if you get it uploaded to YouTube, I'll put it in this list. I will watch it if you're particularly proud of a run. If it's not a shit post, if it's a genuine one, if it's not a world record, preferably it'd have decent quality video footage. So if you get, use demos. Yeah, chat should be on stream. I did that a while ago because it stops me from having to reread your messages. That's a thing that I have to do elsewise. JH asked me yesterday while I was recording the walk up video why I was just repeating his messages back to him. It's because the video can't see it. So with this, it's a lot less serious. It's kind of just a chill session, isn't it? I'm considering doing this in Momentum mod as well. Well, first off, it's going to be a while. I'd probably only start doing it much closer to 1.0, but also they're going to have to add a way for me to see what world records, I think it could be a thing. I made a suggestion for it, for having maps that have had a world record within X amount of time, between two dates, and only show the runs that come from those times. Especially because I think that world record sites like this should exist, and I would be happy, even if I didn't do this kind of video for the world records, I'd be happy to contribute to recording the runs for world record videos to be put up on YouTube and that sort of thing. So I think that sort of thing, you go, okay, when did I last record a batch of videos? Boom, boom, boom. Maybe it can't be automated, maybe it can be automated. Who knows? There'll only be a finite number of ranked maps. Yeah, media absolutely spreads games, The videos that I've done for Xonotic have helped the game for sure. I only know that because people tell me. And we all know that the player base of Xonotic is very small, and sometimes the number of views my record videos get is over the number of people that actually play this game. Even if most of them go after 3 minutes, that's fine. Yeah, I get a monthly check. I get 10% cut of all game sales. Now I got it up to 10%. I got it up to 10%. It's good. But it's 10% only if they use the referral code, and then I always forget to give people the referral code, so you know. The biggest PK3 file, remastered, low quality, and it's still about 160 meg, I think. Damn 4K textures. I was about to say, damn, are we still, like, we're nearly an hour's recording length. Are we still on old HUD stuff? But then I remember we had a 20-minute video. So, yeah, we're still on old HUD stuff. What number are we on? We're on video 44. Not bad, not bad. We're going to see what happens, well, over the next month for the XDWC one, because obviously I'm not sure whether I'll be doing the record video within XDWC or whether that will have to wait until after XDWC. We will see. We will see. There is a chance that I record it and then don't release it till after XDWC. That's a thing if I have a day where I just feel like recording it. I don't want to burn out this time though, because I burned out on XDWC last time, and that's why there was no XDWC finish video with the results and everything. I massively burned out and I didn't record anything for it. Although the year before, 2 years before, it was only because I got banned from Twitch, to be fair. Because I had nothing else. But yeah, the video was... I should have made it. Should have made it. It's a tough video to make, actually, that video. You get all the records and then you kind of have to fit the run inside of the records. Nicely slicked. Do you know the worrying thing about that message, Riffo, is I remember about a month before XDWC 2023, you said about a pot hunter demo, the strafes are too clean. It's absolutely disgusting. And for some reason that quote has just stuck in my head for the last 2 years, because it was the first thing I thought of when the news came out with pot hunter being banned. I was like, hold on. Didn't Riffo say that? I remember talking about it. I even found the clip. I can't remember what month it was now, but it was one of these, and it was, yeah. Found the record. when it happened. And you can't, like, chat wasn't on screen then, so you can't see your message, but you can see me replying to it. And just talking about how clean the switches were and how clean the holds were. Still, couldn't beat Dizzy. That was possibly my favourite part about the entire thing, was gets banned, comes second place. Rip Bozo. Goblin's just insane though. Check in PC. Oh, this is a super cool map. I cannot get this stack to save my life. I watched this video and tried to get the stack. I got it once in Momentum mod. This bit's... I got that eventually. This bit... Oh, you're just... Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that bit I was going for a stack on. Yeah. So I was going for a stack and I was having to predict, because I was going faster than 1,000 ups. So I wasn't shooting at the bottom, I was shooting it halfway up the wall and kind of predicting where I was going to be. But yeah, just going at it straight away might be the sensible idea. Yeah, I could always just pre the wall and hope for the best. The speed at which Riffo's going... Yeah, because you're losing... You're losing a wall rocket. That'd be the thing. Thinking about it, you're gonna lose a wall rocket to shoot one, to shoot the pre. So you're then losing 800 units you get off of a rocket, which is gonna really help you. So preing halfway up the wall and hoping for the best loses you that. Not worth it. Rip bitrate. Yeah, it's fine. It's just purple flashing. Yeah, this tunnel, absolutely rip bitrate. Yeah, I might have to check that we didn't turn anything off with like flashing lights, because there's definitely some stuff that we turned down for XDW for the recording thing, but I don't know if they're down by default now. I'm sure I've turned a couple of flashing lights off on my setting for XDWC, so I might have to check that. before properly recording. Though I did turn the settings up. I set it to ultra settings, so that might be it. Whereas this is just stock default, whatever Xonotic is. With a changed HUD. Absolute disaster of a map, this. Hate it. Flat Brown continuing to ruin the world of Xonotic Q3. I think the bug on that GU hashtag map has been fixed. A bug 100 record. I blame me for this. I went grinding bug 100. Either... time flies, man. I think it was between last month and this month. And a lot of people joined me. As quite often happens, it seems. I got a time I'm relatively happy with. I would like to go back and improve the time. I needed a bit of a break from it after I got the time. Didn't take me too long, couple hours. But I probably needed to practice some sections offline. But I would like to get a sub 9. I got the sub 10 that I wanted, but a sub 9... ooh, that would be tasty. Yeah, I definitely think they hate me. I'm sure they hate me. Every time I start playing a map and start to get close to a record, boom. It's like 10 pros on the server. VXs coming left, right and centre. This is such a good run. This bit's great, yeah. Straight through there. Just full commitment to this. Full commitment. And you've got to be. I mean, for 8 minutes you've got to commit. This is what more grinding on that VP 100 map would be. Like, this is that end game we were talking about. It's knowing the map 100%. It's full committal. It's if it goes wrong, I reset. You know. I don't think we're quite down at the point where it's like, if I don't get, you know, that 25, if it's not 24, you reset checkpoint 1 sort of thing. That's the real end game. When I was watching Looper doing the Doom speedrun, Doom 2 full game speedrun, there's a couple on the first levels where it was like, first 4 levels, we are tying the best possible time that you can get realistically. Like, yeah, you might, you know, you can go 1 second faster if you're super, super fast, and you get really lucky with this, but it's never going to happen because we're not going for it in the run. But if it's 1 second slower than those, reset. We will be on the fastest possible pace for these strategies. I think, like, honestly, if you go to a diagnosis, they will probably go, do you play these games? Have you heard of DeFrag? Oh yeah, I like DeFrag. Yeah, I need no more questions, nurse. Lock them up. Yep, seal the paper. The real answer is no, they won't do that, because when I was a kid I had an autism test and very much was not participating, and the nurse just kept writing things down, and they're like, well, we can't give you an autism diagnosis because you didn't pass the test. And it's like, well, use your fucking, like, now I'm like, use your fucking brain. But also, I would have got treated even worse at school because the teachers were dog shit and would have used that as an excuse to be worse. Oh, you're autistic, that means you must be, like, even better at maths and you must really care. It's like, no, I give 0 shits. This is pointless. I'd rather be playing DeFrag. Though I wasn't playing DeFrag at school. I'd rather be playing Minecraft. The chance to bug, you're 7 minutes into a run and you can bug on that so easily. This bit's super tight. Getting around that corner with good speed like that, absolutely super tight. And then, yeah, no fucks given, we're taking the full cut straight across the middle. Nose to dodge the upper ramp, the head hitter there. Yeah, my science teacher was the only one who got it. She was like, just don't fuck it up and make sure you get a C. Other than that, I don't care. Like, just don't fuck this one up. Because I had all predicted grades of A stars and stuff from primary school, but hey, autistic burnout happens. What are you going to do about it? And she just was smart enough and not up her own arse enough to realise that there is no point in trying to argue it. Just make sure that the kid gets what they need. Don't try and push them to get anything super duper if they're not going to. And that goes for every kid. She would take the worst kid in the class that was really struggling and didn't care, and she would try and make sure they got a C. We are on the new records now. This map I have seen so many times because we were using this demo to try and fix the broken recordings. So I have seen this run so many goddamn times, and I can't believe he misses the down ramp. Now I'm trying to look carefully because I kind of want to know. A couple of people mentioned there might be more motion blur on the new videos, which I don't know because we completely reworked the config. It's default Xonotic. I don't know if anything was turned off in the past. New HUD, just a little bit, isn't it? It's not much, but it's just a little bit something something. Riffo with the VP100 run with the rocket launcher. I believe 2 beats this later in the session. Let me double check that. VP100 RL. Riffo gets it, and then we need to scroll. No, Riffo gets it. Riffo gets it, and 2 does not have it, at least this month. XDF.GG VP100 RL. No, Riffo's still got it. This is still the record. Thorek actually in second even. 2 has not beaten the RL one. Interesting. So no clean sweep on the VP100. Oh, come on. Oh, this one, Des, this is the one that Morrow was saying took 6 hours to render. Because this is the first VP100 after those ones where we were making sure of everything. Like those other records, they were constantly being posted in the admin chat so that we could check everything. And then suddenly Morrow goes, VP100's going to take 6 hours, going to take all evening to render. I wish I'd never added VP100 to the maps. Like, yeah, shit. That is going to take ages. Because it's not the recording, it's the fact that when you record from Xonotic, it gives you a file that Love Tiller demo, 4.8 gigabytes for that 27 second JH. So you can only imagine how big this file is. So it has to be rendered down, hand-braked for anyone who knows handbrake, but using an ffmpeg command rather than handbrake itself. Yeah. My BFG route? My BFG route was trash. If I'm going for this, I'm going for haste or regular. Nobody's touching slick. That's the funniest part. Everybody knows everybody knows it's just gonna hurt your hand. It's not even the slick bugs. I don't think this map has too much in the way of slick bugs. It's just awkward as well. You're going to go absolutely flying around corners and just never going to be able to predict where you're going to go in half of the places. At least with a rocket launcher or a BFG, if you're going really fast, you can point it at the floor and get some height. But slick, you're like, yep, I have got a, whatever it is, 120 unit jump, and that's it. Yeah, you clearly didn't have a full route here. You were absolutely flying to try and make it over that gap, and then went, oh, no, I'm not making that. Not even a fucking chance in hell. Not happening. But yeah, same thing, routes. Routes are going to have to come through for these. Be interesting to see. I definitely will be skipping records by the same person on the same map. Now that records get rendered so quickly. That's it. You know. VP100 RL Haste. That's the one you want. VP100 Knockback. The entire map is a button that gives you a force push of 100 units every time you shoot it. Remove the machine gun. Just give the shotgun. BFG Haste Slick with quad would probably take longer than this run, just for the amount of times that you would fall off the fucking map. You just like, boom, what? Where am I? Spend 10 seconds working out whether you're supposed to go left or right because you've got absolutely no idea where you are. I can't wait for somebody to play this map with a rocket launcher in Momentum mod, like with TF2 rocket launcher, not this one, but this VP100's in Momentum mod. No, we're watching this. We're watching this. Nah, okay, I'll skip. You better get a record at some point. Oh, actually, I want to watch this bit. Is it this bit? It's after one drop down. Nah. It's not for TF2, but you can mode mix anything. So it'd just be funny to see. It'd be a terrible map because you've got all of these sections where you just have to pogo and like do the whatever glide rocket stack thing. That's a bit rubbish. Well, that's quite fun. I'm just here to watch Riffo fail. But yeah, it would be an absolutely terrible map. I just want to see someone do it. There's no way I'd do it myself because I can't do any sort of rocket technology except for stacks and regular jumps in TF2. Oh, come on. I skipped to the last 30 seconds of the video and he goes and falls in a hole. I only wanted to see the video out because if you skip to the end of a video, MPV sometimes breaks the playlist. If you just like full zoom to the end of the video, it sometimes disconnects itself from OBS and I have to restart the program. It's the only reason I didn't just skip it, because it sometimes breaks the link because the window title changes so quick. Oh, this is okay. This is a good map. somehow get out the start. Still not quite sure how you do that. And then just massive rocket stacks, fat stacks all the way over the top, and just got to make sure you actually get into the finish rather than over the top of it. I am going to leave this recording session here though and come back later, so we'll be right back in the video. And we return. So yeah, we are now on the flat pack version of OBS, so if anything goes wrong, blame that. I really hope I don't have to re-record this, but it all looks fine in the test recording that I've just done, so. Q-Portal Red. This is a good run from Amino. Just had to watch it for the test. And yeah, it looks like a damn good run. Super clean through, nothing super fancy. This sort of thing can always be pushed. I was playing DM10 earlier and I went to watch like the record to see how Vert did certain jumps. Pointless to watch it because it's just not the way that you do it as a normal run. I also went to see what rank it was in KZ and it's not tiered. I can't find a tier on it. It's not in Momentum mod and I can't find a tier elsewhere. But yeah, DM10 looks like a decent run. Oh yeah, Kota Rocket. This is a big stack map. Huge stack in there. That was one that Riffo uploaded before we had stack changes. Just to show how ridiculous you had to go to change positions and kind of make everything work. So I'm glad that he was able to beat that record now that we've had the stacking changes. It's pretty good. Super clean. I love that little bit. I cannot do it for the life of me. Played a full RR on this one a while ago. And I don't think I even PB'd. Because I was just going for that trick. Because I've got a decent run on that, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise I would have probably gone for a PB. Giving it a go. The ice cool moves of Shinx. Goblin had a very good month this month. Didn't gain too many ranking points, but took a lot of records. Took a lot of... I think more took points off of other people. Definitely has to be one of the reasons that Cool's ranking went down this month. Also doesn't help that Cool plays without stats on, so... generally doesn't get records to boost his position back up, which is a shame. Great play, great play. Apologies if you hear any blips at the start. There was a recording bug, I forgot about that, but it's actually too quiet to hear. There was a recording bug where the blips would happen at the start of the recording. We've now fixed, well, I say fixed it, worked around it. Couldn't work out why they were happening. It was due to the FFmpeg re-encoding because it wasn't happening on the raw video. But it was getting encoded into the video on the re-encode before upload. So that was very interesting. But it has been sorted by simply cutting the first, like, half a second, I think, ended up getting cut from the videos. Simplest way to do it. And if it was a problem, we're pretty sure that that won't matter. If it was a problem, we just make the whole runs longer. The plan eventually is to have full run demos. It's just figuring out how to reliably do that, and hopefully not having ridiculously long demos that accidental ridiculously long demos where people have AFK'd then got a world record. But things are looking up in the world for this old game is doing well. I think she'll survive. It's a tough one really, because Xonotic is a brilliant game. And it definitely does have, Xonotic DeFrag definitely does have a future, I think, because it is, with Quake 3 DeFrag, it's kind of not going anywhere. Momentum mod's going to be the thing for that, because that's where the development can actually come through. But for Xonotic DeFrag, we can do development on it, and the developers are, the core development team is very receptive to us doing things like this. Good old quickie. Oh, this map, yeah. They're just here. Absolutely mental to be going that fast, to not need any of those as double jumps. And then to just precise this corner off the double, boom, boom. You don't need the double there, but you might as well take it if you can. Absolutely glorious. I was just heading off to go and find the Dinny runs, because I think I want to go for it. I want to go for a good run on that. 2 minutes? 2.5 minute run? I reckon I can get a sub 2.5. That'd put me in the top 10 if I get a 2.5 run. That's just between... So inside's got a 230.34. I reckon I can put some time into that, get it? Oh. At least yawning time. And 2 improving his world record there by 2 seconds just about. Previously holding the world record by a second, or just under a second. Pretty cool to see that sort of stuff. I like it when people go back and improve their records. That's always, on the one hand, it's like, people aren't going back because that's such a good record, they don't want to go for it. That's a bad thing, but on the other hand, sometimes it's a good thing. It's cool when people improve their own records. As long as like other people are attempting it, I think that's where it comes in. If nobody attempts the map, nobody plays it at all. A little bit different in Xonotic with so many maps and everything, but if no one attempts the map at all, compared to a few people attempting the map, not getting the world record, or people that aren't world record capable on a map like that, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to give it a grind. I'm looking for a top 10 there. I think that's that's only 10 seconds off the world record around that course. That's a good run. That is a very good run. I mean, Plaza's got a 233, so a 230 is going to be hard. Gonna be hard work. But that might be a short-term goal. Before XDWC happens, give that a grind. Big cuts. Very nicely executed. Behind all the way and then manages to get it back in the finish. DJ cancel. Super clean through that whole section. What happened there? I want to go back. I'm going to go back and look at that. What happened? That kind of second corner. So like, yeah, we get a good start. Nice little pre-jump. But then here. Is that a... How do I slow down speed? So he's coming in. It's a velocity pad. Ah, clever, 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 clever. Clever, clever, clever. I was wondering if it was... like for some reason it was a curved wall even though it looked like kind of square. Oh, this is mad. I've played this so many times and I didn't know you could go... I think I said this last month. Didn't know you could touch that bit. Because at the start the brown, the darker browner texture kills you. Whereas the kind of lighter woody texture, orangey brown, doesn't. Amino XD Torture. I was trying to get checkpoints onto the records, but unfortunately they can't be added because we can't have, well, we've now managed to get rid of more things at least, so the waypoints shouldn't turn up. I'm hoping. We'll see when people start, when we get more records, see if more waypoints start turning up. I think we got the waypoints off. This is such a good map. I've got no hope in hell of finishing it. Well, I could do the cheese route, but well, that's just no fun, is it? There is a cheese route, but I'd rather not. Is this an improvement on Goblin's time from before? Let's see if it's the same route. So take a look. What number are we on? We're on 86 video. It is exactly the same. We've added duplicated video. That's fine. It's a short one, innit? It's a short one. And Goblin's a nice guy. One of the worst pre-runs in the game. Really difficult to actually get down that hole with some speed. And then you've got to do a proper technical, tricky little map here. Interesting. I did not know that the route was over the top there, actually. I've had real bad spacing issues on this map every time I've played it recently. So potentially that's my fix. That's such a good spacing straight onto the slick there. No wasted time. Really nicely. A little bit of a step up there even. Like sort of cutting that corner so much to get a step up. Super duper clean. Cool as VPT. I will never have this record again. Now Goblin has absolutely crunched and munched it. And he's 0.33 slower. I mean, he's probably gone for the slightly faster start that, but you come out with such a less amount of speed that you're already caught up by checkpoint 2 normally. Oh, interesting. He's behind still. I reckon there's a chance that he hit his head there on a good run, full BBWR'd. There's some time left in that map, but I think it might be time left only if your name is Goblin. Shots fired. Super cleanly up there. Okay, I'm going to quickly break the audio while we're watching these records. I might miss, hopefully I don't miss anything excellent, but I'm keeping an eye on what records, what videos are on, so I might be able to fix a few things. Goblin's just so smooth and slick, isn't he? Okay, VLC preferences. Audio. Is it still working? Okay, now, hopefully, with applications, I can turn you up. Super crispy clean. And we might have in-game volume. Sorry for, you're now going to actually have to hear the at the start. Oh, Ash Remington 0. This is a super good map. I'm going to watch this one proper. You get the down. Oh, that's clean. That's clean. It's such an open map, this map. Really. I love these sort of open maps to watch when people have worked out the lines, but they're so bad for... Because if you can't hit that line, that's it. You're done for. You can't hit that line. Really sucks. So it means you've just got to find your own line. Which, hey, it's all part of the process. But... I feel like I've seen this map so many times. Strafer's Quickie, but do not remember playing this version of it. Definitely played something that's this, like, you know, great big grey walls, blue markers, red markers for different sections. Yeah, it's gonna peak every time, but we have, like, I can hear the gunfire, which is nice. That'll be a nice thing. Even though, yeah, it's going to get annoying peaking every time. It has been fixed. I think it's been fixed before the end of this. That's blown the ears out. Okay, I need to open VLC, add file. Open. And there we go, pull that back up. Hopefully this is working. It seems to be doing so. Very strange bug. But hey, we'll take it. We will take it. I'm going to bring MPV down just a touch. On the volume, just in line with what most things are. Nice surf there. We are back to actually having focus on the game and what's going on. I might turn the volume down if the gets annoying at the start of every round. That's such a crispy strafe. I love that. That's just something that sometimes happens. The positioning out of a corner, super nice, and you just get to strafe all the way, no adjustments necessary. That's just, it can be something that's built into the map if the run allows for it, but it's definitely specific to a certain strafing style, and everyone's going to be different. I could get it and be 50th and then get faster and it no longer works, but it's nice when it happens. I'm going to turn this down because this is going to annoy the hell out of me, having the hit every time. So we are not, even though I've just fixed it, we are not going to have the lovely volume, which is a shame, but hey. The old Ninja Warrior. Now, I've now played with a hook in Quake 3. Check out my walk-up video from Biotrix EXP2. It is completely different. It's not a hook like Spider-Man swinging like we have in Xonotic. It's a hook that's just it feels like it's just a push in the back. It's much more close to just hitting, if you're flying through the air already and then your hook lands, it feels like hitting a velocity pad in midair. It's just a force push in that direction. Really weird compared to, I've played a lot of hook in Xonotic. No hook rate, well, a couple of games of hook race, I think, but Xonotic Instagib's played with a hook. Like, I've used the hook a lot in the game, but it's, yeah, very interesting how it works differently. Bubbling away there. Very much enjoying this end screen. It's just nice, isn't it? Oh, I had a good run on this map as well. This is a tough map. Well, it's a good map. Oh. Okay. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna, you know, talk about how you do the really cool tricks all the way through. This bit's difficult to get spacing for. And then, yeah, you've got to strafe in the air to gain as much speed as possible there without touching the floor. That getting through there, super duper tight, and you kind of end up leaving that whole section. It just doesn't gain any speed because if you go faster you're gonna have a problem. This map's apparently quite difficult. Need to fix this map. Get these slicks working properly. I've been noticing pre-runs more, like these little pre-runs like that. Just one circle a little bit more since Momentum Mod Vintage has some insane ones because it's practically bunny hop. It's like, it's less powerful than bunny hop, but it is faster than bunny hop. Ah, it's cheating. Wait, what? Isn't this a rocket? Oh, maybe it's Nude Speed 3 RL, but it's the rocket map. Got a good time on that one. It's not amazing, but I'm happy with it. Spent some decent time on it. That logo at the end looks a lot like the Endquake logo. Ooh, tricky spawn there. Haggity, 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 haggity. Yeah, haggity. Ah, haggity. It's a green book. Only legends will get this reference. And all that. Apparently it's about a kickboxer. And the numbers at the end are the win-loss draw type numbers. VP Woody, I need to give this map a go as well. Surprised Riffo went for it. Since it's a 90% tech strafe map. Looks super cool with these settings. So far I've seen runs in multiple games well, 2 games of this map, and so far I've not seen anyone actually use these beams. Oh, there we go. They're just kind of there. Maybe more in VQ3. There'd be something that you'd be likely to hit, but I feel like this isn't a particularly VQ3 friendly map in the slightest. Very nicely done though. There's a sub-minute in that run. Probably not too long. Big juicy pre-run. Much like golf, the objective of golf is to play the least golf. Which just proves that it's not a very good game. Ooh, spicy pre-rocket. That was nice there. I like when those sort of things get integrated into runs. This has been super nicely routed, including the random checkpoint that's up there for some reason. Non-mandatory in Quake 3, so you know. Ah, Bowser. Did Carl also get Bowser reversed this month? Got a nice run on this one though. Very nice restarts. Since Carl's a like pew pew player, his quick circle jumps, really nice. Just really fast. His full circle jumps aren't the most powerful. Like you probably wouldn't see him get 600s here, but they're good enough. But yeah, his quick circle jumps when you get dropped on the floor and the timer's running, and it's not worth setting up a full circle jump. You'd rather get like 80-90% of your speed without wasting any time. Just flick to 90 degrees away and flick off. Super nice, and because especially in we've got Bowser reverse as well. Yeah, especially in duel. You know, you can flick out to quite easily from there a 450 without trying much. But that's halfway to the max speed of 900 that you get in duel. And in regular Xonotic, you got that max limit of 900 units. And if you can even get there on most maps. CTF, yeah, sure, but outside of that, nah. In CTF you'll have enough health to rocket boost as well, because you can go faster if you rocket boost. I think slopes can let you go faster. Very nicely caught slope. As speaking of slopes, and nicely into the finish. Little hang up on the end, but very much gets there. Gibbs rocketeering. I don't really think of Gibbs as a mad rocketeer, but I guess at least on the relaxed running pool, Gibbs is a beast. Shark 1 has now been fixed, so these records are going to be way better. The jump pads are working. I just fixed the slick and the jump pads started working, so I don't know. Very nicely done there. Expect to see possibly some more world records on there, but probably not. Gibbs absolutely smashed that one. It's not a poor world record. And the old world record was getting beaten every once in a while by people managing to get into the slick at the start. But it was previously an overlapping slick, so you had to like trick into it. So people were just grinding the start, getting shitloads of attempts in just to get a bugged, bugged start. It was pretty brutal. This map, completely different to its original. Can't really do that when you've got limited ammo. But it's a pretty cool trick nonetheless. Great spamming from the start of this one. Must have been a popular time. VP 100 BFG by 2. I'm just going to double check that there are no more VP 100s in here. Yep, this is the last one. So that is fine. I'm happy to do that. Let's take a look at VP 100 Buff and have a look how we're doing. So to set this record, to improve that record, never mind. To set this record on the 29th, a day after, 2 days after setting a 1604, and the day before that was a 1653. Riffo had a 1725 just before that, and a few days before that again 1736 from 2. Before that goes back to a month that we've seen from last month with a lot of the records. So a lot of these records, intermediate records, got missed due to the record recording software not working. But yeah, we've got a very cool set of times on there now. Plaza's in second with a 1644, which would put Plaza in second, third best time ever ran, or at least third best time that ended up 2 with the top 2 times known. Super nice. Like that, 2 has absolutely dominated VP 100, and I hope we can see a full sweep from him at some point. Needs to take Riffo's run on RL. That one's left over, as we saw the record earlier in the week in the recording. Much improvement on that rocket launcher map. I just noticed that the CPU usage is very low. It's down at 7%. Normally it's up at like 30%. So either I haven't looked properly since the... Oh, that was nice, bringing himself down with the BFG. Either I haven't looked properly since the 32 update, and that's massive, or this Flatpak update has absolutely smashed it out of the park. Close. Flat hub search is terrible, isn't it? Here's like 100 packages that aren't the thing you searched for. Search for it with the Flatpak, and it's like, yeah, cool. Shout out to Ferius and Gibbons, who have donated to XDWC during the course of recording this video. Very nice of you. This video will be coming out on Wednesday. It is Wednesday as I'm recording it, so it'll be out on Wednesday. Friday, after recording this, check Friday evening for an XDWC video. XDWC starting Sunday, but preview videos will be going up the Friday before, and I'll be doing one. Ooh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. There was nothing he could do about that. No wall to use. Been avoiding so much stuff by using the pull on the Crylink. That was super nice. That's just knowledge of the map from the Strafe version. But yeah, previews, map previews are coming back. So, kind of minute. We'll see. Depends on the length of the map. Probably a bit more actually for the map 0 because it's got the actual like playable map and then it's got the tutorial area, so it'll probably be a bit longer. Show off both of those areas. Minute for a breeze through the map and yeah, a minute for going through the tutorial area. We'll see. We will see. I'll have to record that after this. This was in part a test to make sure that this whole setup with Flatpak and everything is stable enough so that when I start recording XDWC stuff, we're good. I am not updating anything on my recording setup until after XDWC, I think now. And then post XDWC, I'm seriously considering Debian. Like, Arch is stable, but I'm an idiot. Like, Arch is fine, I'm an idiot. It's completely me. I can't bugger Debian up, like, surely. Although, maybe it'd be worse, because I'd be trying to install fresh software for certain things and getting it from dodgy places. Tried this map in Momentum mod yesterday, so I fancied giving it a go. And for one, I forgot how long it was. For some reason I put it down as a 25-minute map, but it's not. For me, it's a 35-minute map. And God, my hand hurt. That was on CPM, so full click, click, click. And the record won't even last, because it's still a beta. Well, obviously it won't last because every record's being taken, but it's a beta map, so yeah. Maybe when Momentum mod comes out, I'll be doing these videos over there. Who knows? I hope Xonotic's still going. I hope that there's still, you know, a good amount of videos worth making. But I will just continue to make the videos I enjoy creating. And I enjoy doing this. So, you know, there is a chance. I've kind of thought about it. Like, I'd have to get my arse into gear and, like, you know, beat ADHD, but could definitely do both. You know, if Momentum mod has same number of maps as Xonotic, I don't know. I don't even know they'll have that many maps. Although they'll have multiple physics. But I'll only do ranked, not unranked maps. And yeah, monthly. Might be doable for both games. Oh, he's just lost his BFG by mistake. He's just pressed the wrong button. Madness. The slapping there was the going for a Crylink secondary and going, hold on. What's that sound? And it's your BFG. Could have had the volume up this whole time. Hear that lovely dunk. It's like slapping someone with a wet trout. I like this section, and I think there's actually something to it here, right? You could get through the whole of that with the BFG fully clean. And this record can go down. It's insane, like how clean so much of this run is. But we're still saying like, oh yeah, there's more. There's more in this. We're getting late. This is like the kind of thing where 2 must just kind of know the records with him. Yeah. You must know the records kind of with you at this point. I reckon despite not having actual checkpoints, 2 will probably just know some of them. They're so far apart, it's like, okay, so checkpoint 26, I got there in, it says 12 minutes, it says less than 12 minutes, that's good. You know, you probably know that sort of thing. For at least some of the checkpoints. Two's so consistent as well on these turnaround type ones. Using the Krylink pull on the wall, really difficult to do that. To use the Krylink pull on the wall to keep speed after hitting something. And then just knowing when to use it on the ground when you're about to lose speed. 3,500 units is as fast as it'll go, really. Anything more than that and you're starting to... like the pull just doesn't quite work as well. But yeah, using it for super tight turns, and we should see. Ooh, I thought he was going down there. I thought he was not going to make that height. And it looked like he did as well. Very nice there. Yeah, using the shots as much as possible rather than the pull. He's good. It's hard. They're harder to use. It's much easier to use the pull and just stay at a constant 3,500. That's 3,500 as well is doable speed to continue to keep. Ooh, bugged. That's brutal. Yeah, 3,500 is like dealable with the amount of turning radius we have. You can bring it down very quickly to an actually turnable speed, like 2,500 is a fully turnable speed without losing any speed. Super nice run. There's time there, but I think that deserves a well done. It's a very clean for a 16-minute run for sure. Last few runs then before the month is over and we go into XDWC. So little speed loss there. Really nicely done. Looking a bit raggedy towards the end, trying to get as much strafing and get across the line, but not much time lost. This one will be good. This is super technical. You've got to get over here, get the down ramp there. Make sure you get as close to the wall here so that you're in the right angle to just graze through here. Double jump that so that you only hit the up ramp once rather than twice. And then all the way through for minus 0.02. Super clean run there. Ah, waypoints are still on. Damn it. Well, we might as well have checkpoints then. What's this waypoint for? I think it's accidental. Very nicely done. That last turn just to graze the wall to make sure that as much speed was converted as possible. Super nice. Very nice way to end the month there. Congratulations to everyone who got world records. Thank you to everyone who plays, whether you got world records or not. Remember that you can send me demos and videos as long as they're recorded with nice quality, even if they're not world records, and I will take a look at them, because if you're proud of it, you should be. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the XDWC videos. Check out XDWC, which is coming up next month, or well, this month in 4 or 5 days after this video releases. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you in a couple of months. XDWC will be on, so the records videos won't be coming out quite as quickly, but we will have all the XDWC content. Go check the Discord, donate, play the servers. Thank you very much, and I will see you when it happens. And the celebration comes at the perfect time.